Good afternoon, all. This is Fatty Hemsey. It's 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the 17th of January, 2024. This is our second PMT webinar of this new year. As you know, starting this year, we've gone through every other week session, mainly because I'm being time bankrupt. Dennis knows I get very close to this issue of being time bankrupt. And then I come to my senses. I pull back and have a sort of normal life. Then that goes for a few years and or a few months, whatever. Something else comes up and I go to again time bankrupt mode. I'm entering one of those. Part of it is because of we've been very privileged to have a have our asset management company get a fairly decent sized investment dollars for trading futures using our algorithm, the new one, the third generation called Tiger Shark. And now we're just busy, just getting everything done and getting it straightened out in terms of detail with the trade station and everything and their compliance and so forth. There's an issue. And we were doing it in California, had some issues due to a type of entity we were looking for. Because we were building we want to make it a syndication. So you create silos, if you will, in the capital account. And so I don't know a lot about this. I'm learning myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a lawyer, but we've had a few lawyers looking at it. It turned out the state to go is Delaware. So we're caught in Delaware. Everything is finished, and we're the next step. So we should be up and running very, very shortly. In the meantime, we needed that time to do some additional testing, and also we got so close that we managed to release to ourselves for our own use. We don't send that out for what's called the Tiger Shark version 2.0. And today was a very good example of its usage. So I'm grateful. Other than that, we did go to 4.96. The charts are not there. I'm sorry. This will change today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'm beat. Maybe in the afternoon tomorrow after the orb trade. It should be 496 because 496 is out. And it was released yesterday. It's a 7. As you know, 7 is my birth number. So I do a lot of stuff around 7. Traders are, what do you call it, superstitious. They do believe in numerology at times. It's a new DMZ cross was added as an exit. It's a DMZ cross used for an exit is added. And then Mondays are active again because it's been doing good. ORB has been doing good on 9.5. There's a 9.7 in the works, but that's about a month away. Rather than waiting to finish 9.7, we decided to release 9.6. Results are good. Let's add Mondays. Let's add DMZ cross. This 94.97 is a special case of DMZ. And we don't know if that's going to work or not. That's what it's called research. I learned that at Northrop. You get a lot of ideas, but you got to keep testing it and see if it works. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does it marginally. It's not worth it. And sometimes, in rare cases, bingo, it's a bullseye. You hit it. So we'll know more. I'd say probably another 2 to 3 weeks. All I know is that we're taking a couple of days off. Then Saturday, Sunday, we'll start on 4.97. But that code is not very simple. It will be complex, and we have to not be rushed. So I decided, I told my two programmers, I said, no, let's get 96 out. So we're not that gun. Plus, we know this thing is working. So why don't we use it? And so on and so forth. If you're in our program on the DMs, either in the chat room or with the code on your trade station, please make sure you go here and read the user guide. This is important of the changes and all the goodies and all that. There's some notices you have to read. It's not a joke. It's a system that's done very well. To continue to do that, you need to adhere to its rules. That's all. Now, this will change probably one night this week, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. This is just mechanical, just changing this with 4.96. But I just didn't get that far. My goal was to be released last night, and it did. And it's in Chicago right now with Fox on Striker for starting trading tomorrow. We're going to use it in our chat room tomorrow. The code is sitting up there, but I've mentioned that our users there in the chat to also get the code at their leisure, at their own preference, or their own discretion. They can download it. I suggest you do it Monday so that we get a couple of more days under our belts so that if there's any changes, we come to you guys. And Monday's gone. Remember, the big thing here is the Monday added, and of course DMZ Cross. But between now and Monday, there's no issue of Monday. So it's Thursday and Friday. As you know, it doesn't trade on Wednesdays. That's about it. I don't have anything else to report. We're running 7.2. Just make sure you update your operating system. We had another issue with a gentleman who just put it off, and then, hi, Rich, how are you, sir? He put it off, and then it's not working. Yeah. Why? He didn't update. Stuff. So we kind of unwind it, took our stuff out of his machine remotely with him on the phone. We do AnyDesk or what do you call it, TeamViewer, and we had to reboot clean his machine, put his stuff in there. I told him, I said, this one I'll do, but next time I'll send you a bill. This is not covered with us. We're not in the business of managing your computers. We can't. You need to learn. And that's the issue. He just doesn't know much. He's coming from Apple, Good trader, but he's coming from Apple. I said, you got to understand to upkeep your machine. If you don't, it's like a car. If you don't take it to service at some preset schedules, which reminds me, mine is coming up, you will let you down. At the worst case, okay. Also, don't forget UPS. 2 weeks ago, in the middle of a trade, the machine I'm wearing now, its UPS failed. It has a dual UPS, so 2 batteries. Okay, extended. It failed. Why? 4 years? No, I got it in 17. Yeah, so almost 7 years old, 6 years old. Batteries have usually last 3 years. UPSs, the power supplies, 3 years. It got to 6 plus. So I just trashed it. Order a new one. If you're ordering new ones, use sine wave. Sine wave type UPSs made by APC. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, sine wave UPS by APC. No. It's this one. This is the one. This one. It looks like this, okay, at the angle. You want to get these. These sine waves are the way to go. Better protection for your chips, which basically what you're doing. So it's a color you're protecting and your motherboard. So, all right, let's get to work. Okay, Econ calendar. I was stretching this to get more folks in. Econ calendar, week 3 now. So option expiration on 19th, on Friday. We have consumer sentiment and home sales. Both are important, and then it's going to be dead. It's going to be quiet. In the meantime, today we had retail sales that came pretty strong. 0.6 versus 4. Prior was prior was 3. So as I've been saying, I know a lot of people are getting upset with me because they're long. They're too long. And they have no insurance. By short, I mean put. Don't have a put. Why is this market going down? The economy. One person said the government is pushing this market down. Give me a break. Okay. Government is not. This market is too big even for our government. Government is not touching it. Can't do it. You mean Fed? Fed is saying my job is being independent, not take orders from anybody, including the president, like the previous one tried to do. You can't do that. Leave me alone. I'm for price stability. Dual mandate. We're going to follow it. So far, because they were a little bit behind, I think they're being a little bit extra this time. I don't blame them. But remember, what comes to their mind is Burns and Volcker. Arthur Burns and Paul Volcker. Paul Volcker. They don't have repeated that. So, and I've been saying all over the place, rates are going to go up, not down. Okay. As a matter of fact, I've been saying just to make sure. Look at the CIs. Look at these. They're not going to lie to you. They're showing you we're going to go up. You see that rotation? That's one. Two. The issue we have is the Fed doesn't need to even do anything. These are bond vigilantes. These guys are doing the tightening. This is the guys who's giving you money. Remember, there's a lot of shadow banking up here too, because they offset it against they do Treasury Plus pricing. Okay, depending on your risk profile. Mortgages, all these are off these, but these will go up. Boy, we have too much debt. We have spent too much money on on in 2020. Biggest debt ever added. 8 trillion in 4 years. Never happened before. The what do you call it? Vaccination stuff. What do you call it? Pandemic. The pandemic has caused all of this, and of course, ensuing supply chain disaster added to it, and then we get inflation. So they're gonna work this off. But it's not gonna be as fast as you and I want. Our job isn't to guess what the government is trying to do or not to do. Our job is to what? Follow the order flow. Get everything else out of your mind. Don't tell me you know this or you know that. Trade what you see, not what you think. Be like me. I threw some of my books out in Chicago before I left from a fourth floor. Yeah, I was done. You know my pedigree. So don't trade what you think. Forget that. Have you seen a rich economist? I don't think so. Yeah. Watch this. Watch the order flow. That's the trick. When I get focused on order flow, everything comes together. It works for me. So now one more thing I'm going to show you. We also got, as I promised, this one. This is the Econo Day. It's a pamphlet. It's got a spiral notebook type, and you got to write some notes on this side. But mainly, you got the calendar. But the good is it goes forward. So when we talk about next week, that's part of the equation. We also want to go a little bit forward. So I have that with me. Let's see. Let's come back here to. Hold on. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired, but hey, the other option is not to have me. So it goes with this. It goes without saying. Retail sales we talked about. Industrial production. Let's go through this. Okay. I have not seen these today, by the way. I got here a little bit late because of the software that we finished last night, and multiple copies go to different systems. It took a while to get everybody on the same page. Obviously, I have some questions you got to answer. So I had a very limited time off last night. I got up around 8, and I rushed here, but I haven't looked at everything. So I got involved with the trade, and once you get involved with trade, you go. Tiger Shark works 24/7, but the signaling is around 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. The 12 hours from London open to New York close. It had a signal. I had to go. I got to make money. It's called shekels. You want to make shekels? The best way for shekels is what do you call it? Tiger Shark. So I got engaged. Exactly. Yes, exactly. So anyhow, and today the market was blonde, absolutely unmanageable. Yes, it wanted to do its own thing as usual. Don't worry, I'm plenty of experience with blondes. Don't worry, I could write a book one day. Yeah, if trading doesn't work, I can go back to writing a book. Yeah, and Tico is going to be their first chapter. Yeah, of course. Anyhow, but at least this blonde doesn't talk back to me. Yeah? I got one right now. She talks back constantly. I'm done with that. I'm done with her. Anyhow, point two. This is a division down. Okay. Wow. Wow. And they went down to point one. Division point up. Yeah. Manufacturing 0.3, 0.2. Consensus was 0, came 0.1. So we're coming a little bit better across the board. Yeah. I think economy at the margin is good. I'm not saying we don't have problems, but at margin is good. The numbers are, we're getting good reports. We just keep on getting good reports. So where are they coming? This is government data, of course. Most of it. Some of it are different groups like consumer sentiment. Is it you of Michigan? Yeah, this is you of Michigan. The other was a conference board. So not all is government, but I'm just saying it's professional people put these things out, and so they're not politicians; they're professional people, and they do a lot of dirty work. But more power to them. 1.56. And some of these are really because these are adjusted. That's a lot of work. 6, 5, 4. Okay. So these are numbers we'll be looking for. Permits and starts for tomorrow. Yeah. At 8:30. Yeah. Has a red dot, so it's an important report. Forget EIA. Oh, by the way, our Tiger Shark for crude is finished. Now we're switching to the year. Yeah, we'll have three Tiger Sharks: NQ, ES, and CL. Yeah, because the money we raised was 5 times more than I expected. So it's we can't trade one asset. It's mission impossible. Existing home sales Friday. Okay, there's no signal. I see. Well, let's see what comes up. They have a bias slightly. Okay. All right. Now, right there, I got the notebook from Econoday, same service. Okay. Is that because once a year, this time they do. I'm sure they still have it if you want. We have no relationship with them. I'm not going to send you an email or introduce you. There's no cash payment. I'm not interested in any of that. Believe me, we do okay with our systems. And we try to stay very, very neutral. So on the following week is that we have a. Hold up, where did that go? Okay, following week. Okay, here we go. Richmond Fed we have. EIA again, PMI, and of course NBA is weekly. GDP. So next Thursday, not tomorrow, we got GDP there. We got to deal with durable goods. Oh, lovely. And new home sales. This is going to be a busy. Next Thursday is going to be busy. Make sure you're at your desk. Don't take a time off that day. Okay, take time off like on Monday. This one you want to be in. On the 26th of Friday, personal income. Okay, and then of course pending home sales. Yeah, I do watch energy somewhat, but more importantly is real estate. Real estate. The economy here is two things: cars and autos. Just the way we are. This way we've been raised all these years here. Cars and autos. So you want to pay attention to both those issues. Okay, the following week, which we will meet, I guess looks like we're meeting on the 17th. So next one could be 31st. But you have Dallas Fed. You got FOMC meeting. Consumer confidence, and Case Shilley in the morning. That's the real estate. So ADP also. Oh yeah, because we're going to employment situation on a second. Okay. So this just gives me a little bit additional. I'm going to get better at this. It just came in. I didn't have this thing ready for you guys last week, 2 weeks ago, but this gives me a little better view of going forward. I know there are a lot of online services. I know a lot of different names, but you have no idea what they are, who they are. This is Econoday. This is what feeds other Market Watch and other economic calendars. So if you're a calendar type like I am, because it impacts so much of what we do in the indices, of course, crude to some extent, but also bonds. This is what you want to watch. By the way, today we had a bond auction. How did that come in? 13,475. Holy macro. Bid to cover was 5.3. Yield award was 4.25. So it's going to be above 100, right? Because your coupon is 4.75. You got 4.4. So it's going to probably trading around like 108, something like that, 109 area right now. Okay, and that's your QSIP. All right, but that's not bad. Bid to cover was 4.2553. Okay, so there was interest. All right. Yeah, if that had gone bad today, we would have a big trouble, even when we were on the market. All right, let's go to the charts. First thing I want you to look at is metal oscillators. You see the readings? All right. Now, the readings pre-close on the McDonald's side are not reliable. Why? The data, every vendor you have, it's called data plan. It comes from a data plan, which is not the exchange. Exchange doesn't have time to compute all that up and down volume, advanced decline, trend, tick. All of those come from your data plan. Whoever is the provider, back office, so to speak, except now it's a data server, server centers for the platform you're trading. So what you need to do is wait a few minutes after the close and refresh it. And of course, we did that before we open the webinar here, but I'll just do it again just to make sure we get the final settlement data and the up and down volume ratios. Same thing here when we talk about this one. I guess I did post this. Oh, one more item. We have de facto started to use Admiral Tico's Twitter, okay, for our charts. Okay, so that is support to PMT. Now, in lieu of the fact, I'm trying to make this thing simple, okay, and so that during the week we can give you more charts, some commentary. No, this is this, okay, and news charts, but not general stuff, not music, that's stuff I do in my own webinar. This is strictly, as you can see, related to markets, market activities, so forth. Occasionally, well, he's a foodie, but he likes Eric Ripper. If you go to Lebanon, New York, what I'm talking about. He used to do stuff with Anthony Bourdain. As you know, Tico only follows 7 people. And lo and behold, look at it. The Alice Waters, Okay, except Ruby, they're all foodies, okay? That's what he likes. So long story short, somebody reported that, hey, I don't want to follow Twitter like that. He posts individual items or his gigs and all that. He doesn't. I think he mistook me with Tico. Tico doesn't do that. But this gives me a chance not to fumble about putting a chart up for you guys quickly. This can get to a lot of people real quickly. Now it's open, I understand, but we don't give the trade out. We're just giving a market opinion there. Is it also marketing? Sure. But I'm putting that time in, given how busy I am. And remember, I don't want to cancel PMT. Hi, Zickwick, how are you? Yeah, Michael. Yeah, Michael is smart. Marcus, yeah. Well, Michael knows more than I do about bonds. Yeah. So he's a good friend. He's a buddy. As a matter of fact, when he got his Twitter, I helped him to get some traffic quickly. First few days, of course, he doesn't need my help, but he's a very good friend. And he's a really good guy. Yeah, he came from Barron's, I believe, and now he's with. Is he with? Who is he with? He's with. He used to. Yeah, he used to. No, what is he doing now? I forgot, but maybe before it was Barron's. Yeah. But long story short, so we continue. I also he was giving me some suggestions like what I should be doing in the middle of the week and discharge that. I said I was about to say, buddy, you're lucky I'm not canceling it. Okay, let me do what I can, or no, or it's a binary. Either I can do this or nothing. Why? Because that's a multi-million-dollar company for what we raised. I need to worry about that. Okay, and if you were in my shoes, you would do that too. So please accept me at a limited capacity or no, but don't give me more what do you call it? More rules and regulations. And for 7 years or 10 years, I did that. Let me be okay. And so I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to bend with every request. I do listen to all the requests. I read all your emails. I respond, but I'm not a yes man. As a matter of fact, the more I do my thing, I got to really focus on what I've done. This is 25 years of my life. I can't just throw it away and not get there. That's the goal. Everybody's goal to get up there. So, so bear with us. We're gonna do our best, but we cannot please everybody, and that don't take it personal. Back to charts. Okay, timer chart. Okay, is this day 3 or not? Guess what? We'll know tomorrow, not today. I like to think this is day 2 because that first day was an inside day, and the other one was a upside with a outside bar and look, it closed where it closed. So I don't know, but I'm guessing tomorrow I'm after making action. My goal here is 4620 in terms of chart wise. I'm not talking about PMT order. I'm talking about chart wise. If we go to 250 bar, this is the 4620. It's a good opportunity for people to load back in. I doubt you're going to get new buyers here. It's too early. it's not sold off. Now, advanced decline says, yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm done at 2013. But usually a good, what we call launchpad mode, which is not indicator, terminology page, usually starts around 250 negative, 275 negative and beyond, lower. Yeah. I mean, I've had Thanksgiving, pre-Thanksgiving or post-Thanksgiving read of negative 370. That you mortgage the wife, the kids, the mistress, the boat, the second house, and go and buy everything. But we're not there. So hold on. Yeah. Don't mortgage anything. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. We're only at 213. Now, where's the also correspondence value? They're not related. There was a question by a fellow said on, can you do SP2 for IWM for me? No, I cannot. Why? This was designed for SPX. It's 20% of, I mean, it's 80% of US equities. Plus, SPX has more internals than you could care to count. Okay. IWM doesn't fit that. IWM is a very, very small segment of economy that we have, the small caps. This is a different animal. So, I'm sorry, but I can't. This is not a customized service. I provide a service, and I share with you what I do. I show you what I do, and I trade it myself. I'm up 78% on the PMT trade. Okay, went in there about half an hour after you guys went in, and so now I haven't cashed out. If I don't want, I'm going to cash out. I'll let you know, but it's a little bit early. Plus, expiration wise, we have a little bit of time. Yeah, we have a little bit of time, and so at least 3 weeks forward. So yeah, the thing I bought it long enough for the R option, so that the put spread. I bought the put spread, so long the put spread. Biases to the downside is that the theta would not bother us. Now we sat there for a week waiting for the right setup. Remember, we issued the order about here, and I'm saying right about up there. As it dropped, I said, no, don't go in. Wait to get the M. And we got the M and we went in. So our timing is good. Now we guys see some perfection in our not perfection, a good execution on the exit, and we'll see. Please be aware. Don't be surprised if you see an order saying we're closing the trade. Okay. Yeah. Now there are two things too. Closing a trade has to do with trade you're in for the members only. With time and digest, I can keep it, or I can close that too. So there's a two condition there. I mean, two separate conditions. Now, my client sources are down. Birth trust is down. We have a divergence, which is my favorite indicator, CI. 22 years now. About 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, it's 22 years. That's it. It's a customer use. That means subscription. They're paying for it for this indicator. So if it wasn't good, nobody would stay with it that long. Yeah, we have a number of people from early on days that came in. My favorite. Now look what it's doing. Is a divergence on the price up, indicator down. Okay. You can see the intensity. We added this year, the gradient color, and you could see we just begin to roll down. I'm going to run at least 1 day, maybe 2. We'll see. Okay, but be on alert. We're probably, you're going to see, if you're in the trade, you're going to see something from Admiral Tico on the Twitter. Make sure you follow him. Again, Admiral Tico. There we go, Admiral Tico, this is it. By the way, he wants to go to Washington. There's a hearing for his fleet admiral, because Daddy, we're in war. I want to get my 5th star. I said, listen, you rascal, all you do is eat tomahawk steaks. The last 2 fleet admirals we had was Halsey and Nimitz. He goes, who are they? So I sat down. We watched the other weekend Midway. I said, they saved Midway. What did you do? So, but we were debating whether he's going to go. He wants his 5th star. That's the reason. Now, here's the reason. When you get your 5th star, Oh, Sigrid, was that you? Thank you, sir. I just put it on today. Thank you, sir. I was trying to send you a note. I was trying to find. I apologize. Could you send me your email? I'll look it up. I want to thank you. Thank you so much. He loves it. Are you kidding me? Siegfried sent him. I'll get a picture for next time. Kind of uh, kind of a very fancy T-shirt slash like yeah, T-shirt I would say, uh, but it's very fancy, and it says Admiral Tico and those two Super Hornets on the back and all that. So I swear I've been actually talked. I asked, yeah, I asked everybody. I said, anybody else know who sent this to me in the chat room? I thought next thing is I better put that here. So thank you for reminding me. Thank you, sir. We're most obliged. Uh, but anyhow, so I sat him sit down and watch what do you call it, Midway with me. But here's the thing: only fleet admirals keep their last pay during their pension. Are you with me? There's no deduction because no the active pay. The active pay becomes their regular pay during their pension time. So balance of their life. So what Tico is trying to do is wants to make sure he got those tomahawk steaks coming. Yeah, I know where he's coming from. Are you kidding me? I know this character. So what do I do here? Sorry, there we go. So you don't be surprised. We'll issue an order saying heads up, like general quarters. Yeah, we're looking at the exit, and then as we exit, we will let you know. We will let you know. We get copies to not here though to members, but we'll give you an alert here. This is a fast way on your phone to see what we're up to. Remember, uh, Twitter on phone is very helpful, and the charts show up. Yeah, so but this would be instruction. Yeah, we're getting out. All right. Get back to the chart. All right. So now we did get our spike in the volume. Okay. It's about 569. This is 226. The scale is different because this is a different animal for NASDAQ. Now, the bottom is when we spike. This is too close. I won't buy that. Somebody could make that argument, but that's over a month. Yeah, about a month. Yeah, but usually I like to see about a week or 2 weeks, 10 days tops, of another spike in the volume, but lower. Even though this is lower, I don't buy that. It's too far back, unless I'm wrong. But I don't buy it right now. Okay, so I don't think we're done to the downside. I don't think so. Why? Earnings, earnings season. Yeah, I think we probably have a. Uh, I think we'll probably be down. We'll be done in about Valentine's Day. I think we're gonna have a low around there, so we'll see. So don't look at the charts. Go and spend your time with your Valentine. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we finally got this working for you guys, which is I'm sorry, no, this was easy. This is equal weighted. You see what happens without over influence from Max 7 in the top names. I'm saying Nasdaq. Of course, some of them are shared in S&P. And this is what I finished. We finished the ratio. We did that, so we took this over that, plotted it, and went back and said, give me fast, I think 7 years back. So we can see high and low. You can see that ratio. Okay. This tells me we have another low reading coming. It would be stupid, okay, if this thing pops early. It'll be a while, I think. I think so. Yeah, it's probably going to go challenge that and then come up. But nobody knows. Nobody knows next tick. These are all conjecture. Okay, and as you know, opinions are dime a dozen. Look at mine. They're reselling them on eBay. Dime a dozen, exactly. So we all have a lot of opinions. But we're gonna watch and learn slowly. I'm gonna share that with you. This was done about a week and a half ago or whatever, and we're gonna share it each time. This is all-time high, and that's all-time low of the ratio of equal weighted to cap weighted. This is a way for us to understand: are we hiding here in the big names? We were here. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. We were here. I'm sorry. The other way. We were here. This is we were at. This means all boats were being raised by the high tide. No, this is where Baltic Max 7 is pushing it. Why? the ratio of all equal weight is a lot lower here than my cap weighted. Okay, capitalization weighted. So yeah, down here it says a lot of pressure is on the wing. We're moving forward on the shoulders of Magnificent Seven, and we all know that doesn't last very long. So the more this comes down, I think the better we are for a flush and set up a tradable up. Hi, Michael. How are you, sir? Welcome. So, canaries, all right, below 50. Okay. We're at 50. Again, we're looking for a 50 bar. Same colors, right? 50 bar. 50 bar here we broke. We're about to test on Russell, that's utilities, not NASDAQ. And then this is transportation. We broke below that today. So, and you could see the pressures there on the CIs. The CIs, by the way, belong to these two. No need to run those. They're very similar. Well, this is very similar with S&P, the HCI. Okay. Oh, we didn't change that? Huh. Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. I'm going to change this with, no, with this. I'm going to put this in there with a GC, just color gradient. Why? I love it. Yeah. That was a lot of work. We finally got it done. Okay, Walls. We went to 3 Sigma today, both on VIX and VXN. Not so yet in, we can't even get to, what do you call it? Actually, we were positive. No. Earlier, I think we were positive. We got, it's like 2.5. Now, is this the event as a low? No. Why? You got to be up there in the scale. You got to be up there and even do a quick run up like here. We can go past 3 cars to get to fourth sigma. The dash lines of fourth sigma. Okay, not even close. That's only a 14. I don't buy that. It doesn't mean it can't happen. It doesn't mean what we saw today is not the low. Cannot be the low. No, but odds are very very low. Remember, this is not a business of certainty, as the great Steve Shulman wrote in my book, in the foreword for the book. What we're dealing in probabilities and possibilities. Okay, always think that way. That's why engineers have such a hard time trading. Like I did, I had to redo my brain. I had to get a brand new brain, rewire. It doesn't need to be exact. Good enough would do. Approximation would do. It's that you're just managing odds. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're going to be seeing a lot of these vol charts from Admiral Tico this next couple of weeks. Treasury yields, we post one yesterday. We post one, I think, today. We chat about it in the chat room. Again, if you look at the CIs, I tell you the direction of the interest rates. Not a joke. It won't give you the value, but it gives you the direction. But this happens, we're not going down anymore. There's a cross. There's some energy to the top. And we went sideways. Now, on the second retry, we're going up. Again, overnight, the commercial paper, so to speak. Cars and autos, real estate, and then long-term insurance. Very, very major part of the economy. Every single one has an impact on us. Okay, detrenders. Okay. We're still okay. Negative. Okay. So we're at 1 and 7. No, 7 and 1. I'm sorry, we're 7 and 1. 7 positive, 1 negative. So the change is coming. Okay, and the low. I don't know how low we're gonna get, but if we get to a low, it would be let's see, 7 and 1 becomes 0.8, so that all of them would be negative. We're not there yet. Earlier last year we were, but not this time. I'm sorry, not last year. Let's say 13, 14 months ago, when we were closing 2022, we were there, not 2023. Okay. SP1 Momo. Okay, we dropped down even more. Let's refresh this just to make sure. There we go. 8.5. So we're getting close. I think we're probably a day away from the bottom on this move. Maybe two. So let's see how that goes. Maybe it takes a pause here, go up at that, and then drop. But usually the reversals come around -10. So that's what we're working for, and we're going to show that with you. Okay. Again, you're going to see it on Twitter. So SQ. Okay, this is the one that started the conversation. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh yeah. Off of this signal. Remember, these signals come not that often. And the key is high level readings of SQ. There's update once a day at the end of the day, and measured against itself. So 3 sigma, 4 sigma. Okay. And what are we doing? 147, right? 147, 148 almost, and we're on like 2.5, 2 and 3/4 sigma. Still not triggering anything, but we're still off of this signal. And these signals are 90 days forward. So, I mean, ahead of the event, approximately. Not less than that. Not 2 or 4 weeks. No, usually about 90 days, sometimes 60. So, somewhere in here, we're going to have an event. That's what it's telling me. It doesn't tell me what the event is, but it say what it doesn't say. As I used to say to like Costello or I forgot the other one. The Mary Thompson at CNBC said, guys, I don't make the news. You guys do. I'm just giving you a pending probability of the news, good or bad. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what the news is. If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you. Okay, so I don't know, but the data tells me some people are pricing in an event. At least the smart money. I can tell you what I see, what has happened in the past. If then kind of stuff. If we see this and see this and see this, then 2 months from now we see that. Then yeah, that kind of stuff. I can't tell you for sure, but I tell you there's a downside or there's an upside. This tells you there's a downside effect coming. Why? Because this is tail risk. These are the puts. These are the puts or put spread. It's not calls. Okay, TD. Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second, somebody. Oh no, that's the local stuff here. Sorry. 1 second. One of the servers has a screen open. I got to close. Okay, good. All right. So we did roll over. You can see the volume there. It hasn't showed up. Def is done. Def has no volume because it expired. Yeah, expired. I believe Tuesday night or this morning when settled. Yeah. So we were running longer. Long G contract. So it's VXG24, which is Feb, and short K, which is May. And verify. Boom, that's it. Long Feb, short May. That's our 3-month spread. And as you can see here, we are heading up to 0. When we get to 0, that's the bottom. Remember, this is inverse asset, right? This inverse asset. This is a volatility. That's the cash. So there's or futures, doesn't matter. I run it future because at nighttime we can run. Inverse volatility, inverse asset, I'm sorry. So as this goes down, this numbers goes up. And usually around negative, this is -1.6. 3 sigma is -1.4. When we get about 0, that's the bottom, typically. Very good. It doesn't have to be 0, but close to. It could overshoot it too. In 2020, when everybody knew we could spell Atlantico, could spell chemical reagents, that number was like +2. That's how bad things were. And of course, Tico wouldn't say anything, just had a little grin on his face. So, well, that's when the blonde knows he's right. The blonde outdid you, so obviously he wants to have a reward himself with a little grin. Okay. Larry's up and down volume. As you know, Peter and I, Peter Cook, my moderator in the GoToMeeting chat room, and myself, we watched these guys. And this morning and again yesterday, he mentioned that we did look at it. We posted again on Twitter's the account of Pico. Now I may copy it to my mind, but he's the originator of the charts of my Twitter from versus his. We did this chart, and as you can see, I got to talk to Norseman. Norseman's a smart guy here. 2 days of negative 80 could be considered maybe 190. We'll see. Maybe this is the bottom, but no chart is always give you all the clues. But they're breadcrumbs that you need to look at. But we may be there. I don't know. We'll find out. Only time will tell. Remember, and time will tell in the rear view mirror. Nobody can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody can. If somebody says so, run. Don't walk. All right, let's see what we got here. Long, then short. We got a short on ES. This is the buying power index. Short is mechanical. Short, 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 long. Oh, Murray. Okay, so you see the last signal, right? So short from there. It hasn't drawn it because it hasn't closed yet. And this is not it doesn't go flat. It's SAR, so stop and reverse. So when it gets that trigger, it stops and reverses. So short, short, another short. This is EMD, by the way, mid caps, and then not a small cap, mid caps, and then this is Nasdaq. Nasdaq is long. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. And then another one that we talked about. This one. This is people are getting panicky. People are absolutely getting panicky. Somebody in the chat room said the government wants to crash this market. What? Come again? What do you mean government's crash this market? Why would government wants you to trade, make money, and pay your taxes? The government doesn't get involved in this. This is too big, by the way. It's way too big. So no. That tells me you. I told her. I said that tells me you're too long. As the market was dropping, you didn't make any adjustments. When we make irrational comments like that, it's because something else is hurting. So look at the mirror. And next time, get your emotions out. I was quoting Gil Caffrey, head of Tiger, the guy who did The Big Short. The Big Short was about him, except he's not in the movie because he wouldn't let that happen. Carol, the guy from Office, who played Sam Eisman. I don't have to use Steve or what, but Sam Eisman was the actual name of the person who made the billions. He was on Caffrey's payroll. Caffrey was the one who was writing $30 million checks for them to hold the CDS positions. The other day he called. We were chatting about the market and all that, and he goes, "I said I want to. He was with me. We took a couple of classes together at Princeton. He was a year ahead of me. He was senior. I was junior. And I said, I was in multi-level. I was a little bit ahead because of my getting in early. I said, Gil, what did we spend all this time there? We paid all that money to learn engineering and research and vector calculus and partial differential equations and all that crap. He goes, I know. You thinking what I'm thinking? I said, yeah, we should test behavioral science. He goes, I know. What a mistake that was. He said, I taught myself that. I said, I bet. If you talk to him, you'll see this guy's very smart. And his major was economy, but he wasn't an econometric guy. No, economy, but he understands data. And he's one of the early guys I know adopted digital feeds and having automated stuff in front of him since I've known him. Um, so he says, yeah, emotions are expensive. Very key word. Emotion. Saying that, hey, stay with mechanical stuff. Look at the screen. Forget what you think. Forget what you know. If you know something others know, that's inside trading. That's not cool. You're going to get into trouble sooner or later. Look at that Raj guy, they got his tapes. If you do it on your own without a system, manual system, mechanical system, you're gonna get into trouble. Your emotions come in, and you're gonna add at the wrong time and subtract at the wrong time. So get rid of all of that. Stick with the charts, or stick with your vaults, your option chain. But look at data or charts. Do not go on your what you think. Do not have conspiracy theories. Do not what do you call it? Come up with why this happened. Who cares? That was the order flow. Now, did you spend your time catching the order flow at the right time? That's what matters. At the end of it is what money you keep. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. So try to understand that. Try to be relaxed and don't get emotional. This is overnight. But this right now, this is live, right? No, 5:22. We're closed. Okay. All right. But don't worry about that. I cannot go into that. That's the PMT. Okay. This is the chart we post on top of the trade. This goes in, it's called PMT. It just gives us the levels so you can see. We have not taken 470 out yet, but I think we were 474, so 475 when we started. So that was nice. I like to see here. I like to be in here. I'm going to give it a couple of more days. I am not going to sit through the expiration of this. I'm not going to wait until wherever this is in February. I'm going to take action early. All right. Now, let's go here. Oh, my favorite desktop. Come fly with me. Yeah. Okay. So let's go here. Okay, 50 bars. All right. As you can see, 17 is here. This is takes few minutes after the close. It pops. Look at that. Look at the shape turn. And we talked about this 2 weeks ago. What did we say? This is done. Remember, guys? Remember, Dennis? I said, this is done. We're up here at 90%. Expect this thing to pull down. Look how fast it goes. I have not seen in between. Even though it's on my URLs right up here. There's my URLs right there. My bookmarks, I haven't looked at it. It's been tremendous busy time. I'm sorry. Before the holiday season were slow. After the holidays, we've never been bombarded like this, work-wise. Okay. Same thing with the 200 bar. Now, this is a little bit slower, a little bit sort of different, obviously, but this is at 80, and it's also rotated now. So, these tools are useful if you can add a little bit of imagination to it. Okay. Do I have anything else for you? I don't think so. Any questions for me? Oh, is it Mohsen in here? Mohsen? Yeah, you want to get your top. Let's see. Let's do the top 10 ticks. 10 names. What is this? No, hold on. I have it on screen here with me. The chat room is closed. I mean, not closed. It's not active. Hello. Huh? Hold on, guys. What am I doing here? There you go. Okay, let's go. And that's a market cap sort. So we know now. As you know, of course, my favorite thing happened. Microsoft took over. Yeah, Apple's a cult. I'm not into cults. Okay, I'm into technology, and look what Microsoft changed our world. So let's go to top names. There's a swing, yeah. And yesterday, my boo boo was there's Tesla. I have a friend who's very big in Tesla, and he just doesn't listen. Is he a Trumpkin? Yes. Is he from Brooklyn? Yes. Is he a Roman? Yes. In baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. Anyhow, he just bought a lot of Tesla on the way down. Using in the money put. Can you believe this? Are you nuts? He sold in the money puts on Tesla as it's fallen. You can't ask for worse. Anyhow, so as I was looking at Tesla, Orb was running. I put in the Orb, blew up Orb. Yesterday was really bad. And then there was no recovery. Remember, guys, if you trade Orb, you cannot touch it. The moment it hits the first bar, the first instruction comes until it relieves you, that means sells all 3 contracts, the machine is in charge. You cannot touch it. You can change your screens on the trade station. You can go from here, for example, to here. But you cannot change inputs, nothing. Why? Because it's managing your position at CME. It's a live account. It's not a joke. You cannot just go back and forth. Doesn't matter, actually. Doesn't matter if it's live or not. It's an account that is taking live data, making decisions. You cannot move back and forth on the symbol, for example, or stop it and restart it. Doesn't work. Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, the only solution you have there is call PlayStation, manually get out, come back tomorrow. You cannot recover it. It's not gonna be easy. So that either you system trading or you trading. You can't mix the two. Okay. First one is Microsoft. Microsoft all time high. I wouldn't go against these guys. I don't know what happened today. There was somebody spending $1.5 billion investment in Microsoft from Vodafone. Why does Microsoft need investment? They make that in 1 week, or I don't know, maybe less than that, but I mean longer than that. Maybe a month they make $1.5 billion net profit. I mean, why do we need that? I don't know, but they're probably doing some deal there. Very strong there. Now, even today was 94 cents. Next one is so I would not go against these guys. If they're long a little bit here, if you're a little bit long, that's okay. But just be aware where you are. Multi-year high. Okay, Apple. Next one. Apple. Yeah, structurally, it's got some testing to do. Probably will get a little bit worse before it gets better. Probably. I'd say another $10 just for a test. 172, 173 area. Yeah. Google. Again, I'm going by market cap. Assorted live for the live data. Yeah, so it's as of now. Yeah. Okay, Google. Google has got a slight upward bias. Look at the CIs. But I'm not sure. Yeah, it's could be range bound. Yeah. I'm not too bullish on Google anyway recently. Especially on their cloud. I think they missed the boat on the cloud, and that's the really money maker in all these names. Amazon. Amazon's on the mend. I would probably buy some, but nibble a little bit. But that's why that's what I would do. You probably have a little bit more upside here. I'd just be nimble. Small size is okay. This is remember this Amazon is not where it was here. Okay, look at that CI cost. So, and you're gonna get lower CI diffs on top. So I would watch a tad there. Yeah. There's no divergence. No. So probably a little bit higher still. It's got to go. Nvidia. Oh geez. Oh Mary. That's another friend. She is super loaded on Nvidia. No, so she's doing fine. She's doing fine. But she's also she was to Hofstra. Oh god. Super nervous person. Highly opinionated and does not look at different things. 80% of her position is in Nvidia. Unbelievable. Oh boy. Yeah. Now Nvidia is a great company. Don't get me wrong. All my computers have Nvidia chips in it for graphics. As a matter of fact, I don't buy any machine without that. But especially with a lot of memory on board, so you can swap things without going through the bus. So you could actually, you could go back and read a lot of renderings of the charts. Because remember, these are all vectors. If you think about it, at the limit, these are small vectors. So very good return so far. Would I want to go in now? Not when you're at two and a half sigma on weekly. No, I don't think so. I think you're probably seeing all-time high for a while, at least. This probably will have to pull back. I don't know, but it's technology. Technology can go trend one way. So anybody's guess, but I wouldn't want to come in at the video right now. Yeah, Meta. Okay, double top, absolutely. Would I buy anything here? Maybe a little bit of options, calls, but short term. Yeah. This cost to be. I mean, if we have that if we have this event, the excuses we have, these guys are the ones who are going to get their ass kicked. All these fluff in there, all these big multiples. So also earnings are coming. Don't forget. Tesla. Tesla is number 7. No, number 8. Tesla's number 8. By the way, I dropped second to Google. All I want to do is 2 Googles. Tesla. Yeah, this is tough. This is the chart I should be looking at. I would look at it if I were you. Yeah, do you see the numbers? Yeah. You see this one? Yeah, 188 on 4 Sigma, 201. I think we're going to see 200 before this is over. Yeah. If it goes beyond that, watch out. Now, 133 is what? Is the breakup value of the loans that Elon has. Because he didn't pay taxes. He placed his stock and he borrowed against it. It was 400 pre-split. So it's 133. That's why down here, everybody was panicking, was that range. I don't think we're going to go that far down. Part of the problem here is that just the overall EV people are not too excited about. And I know battery prices have come down. But again, I'm not doing a fundamental analysis, but just at the margin what I hear. I don't know if it's going to go to 140. I don't want to scare anybody, but I would say you got 15 points here to play. Probably 200, probably. Okay, number 9, Avgo. That's my Broadcom. Reg FD, my brothers have worked for Avgo, Amazon, not Apple, and Microsoft. So, not, I don't know one of them is currently with Avgo or not. He may not. These are independent contractor consultants, so it's as needed. They're called in. Great company, by the way. Great company. Broadcom. New highs. Would I want to buy something here? Maybe a little call option, short term, but it kind of extended. At this price, I don't want to go and buy stock anyway. Definitely options. And 10th is Costco. No. No. Okay. So I know one guy who's a diehard customer of Costco, and that's Andre, the steakhouse on 41. Yeah. The steaks come from there. So when we go there, we tell him, no Costco steaks. And he laughs. Used to work for Peter something. Peter, the guy in New York. Peter, I forgot. Big famous restaurant there is steakhouse. So, and he started from the bottom. Now he's got his own steakhouse. Has been down here 27 years, 26 years, something like that. Anyhow, I don't shop at Costco. Too busy down here. Way too busy. I'm one person. All-time high. Again, if you're gonna buy something here, because there's some Momo here. This obviously shows Momo. Would be a call option only, not a stock. It's too high up. If you were stuck, you should be get out. The call option, at least you know your fixed loss. It either works or it doesn't. It's binary. If it doesn't, boom, you're out and done. You did your gig. But I wouldn't buy options. I would buy a couple shares at 684 up here. This chart pattern, no way. Okay, this is my gig. This is the 10 names we do. The top 10 of the Nasdaq 100. So this is Nasdaq 10. Any other questions? Any other names I can look for you guys? I'll be glad to. I'll take at least a couple of more questions. A couple of more names. Mohsen, do you have any names for me? Because you always do. Anyone else? Any other questions about charts? Oh, LMT? Sure. Yes, sir. Lockheed Martin. Great company. Yeah, we competed with them. Yeah, because they had the triangular stealth. We had the what do you call it? The curvilinear stealth. Yeah. Okay. You got a gap fill here, right? Yeah. So, well, I don't see us going down there this far per se. I'll show you this far, which was the 50. This is 200 weekly. That's a big gap fill. That's a big gap. I don't think so, but the gap. This is weekly, so it's gonna follow. Not sure the gap fill is really good. Hold on, let's go here. This is the daily. Yeah, this is the gap we were talking about. There's a gap fill right there. Okay, so um, I'd say that's daily. I'd say something around 445, 447 probably, because that's going to move as you come down. 445, 447 would be a test. If that, I would not get long here. I would get long then. See what the post result of a test of 445, 448 is, just as a precaution. Yeah, yeah. Remember, market is very high up if you want to go long. Yeah, you gotta be careful. They can clean your clock. Anything else, guys? We done? Okay. Okay, sir. All right, guys. Any other questions? Any other issues? Any other charts? You know, we will post. This is being recorded. It will be posted, and then the date changes here. If you go there, this is going to go to so it'll be January 31st, which is the FOMC. So I'll be tired, but going to be yes, sir. No worries, no worries. Gordon, one second. I will get posted on just posted here on YouTube channel, as you know, in about half an hour, 45 minutes from now, and um, and then date changes here. If you're already registered, don't worry about it. It's on a cycle. It'll know how to remind you for this. GLD gold. Oh, that's ETF. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not a gold bug, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, 185. Is that 1/10 of a spot price? Wow, this has come down a bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not a gold guy. Okay, but right now it's under pressure. Obviously, it's under pressure. Look at the CI diffs. Yeah. Even weekly is on the sell. So if it's a good high enough reading, it's 15, 16, 17. It's got a cross. That's where you get this white line on the bottom, the white bar. So yeah, this is an issue. Wait a second. Okay. Oh, the bar is red. I see. Yeah, I think if you have gold, probably or GLD as its ETF, I would take some off. Yeah, or short it. Maybe I wouldn't have be long here. Anything else, guys? Okay, folks. Thank you for attending this webinar. We try to keep it sweet and short. And of course, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Again, don't forget to follow Admiral Tico. You want charts? That's Admiral Tico. Okay? And don't worry, he won't sell you anything. He's not the type. Yeah. He's got massive credit cards, courtesy of Jamie Dimon. So, Chase Mountain Bank. Yeah. So, okay. Good night, all. We'll see you.